Dropshipping will kill your business. With slow shipping times, poor product quality, and slow customer responses, dropshipping simply isn't viable in 2023. Now, back in 2019, I started seeing success with e-commerce, launching various different businesses from slushy cups to flying drones. In that period, I was posting to TikTok 2 to 3 times a day on various different platforms and generating thousands of dollars in profit. For me at that time, that was incredible. It allowed me to jumpstart and build full-fledged e-commerce businesses with real customer value. Although many dropshippers selling on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook simply just look for the next winning product. By delivering poor customer service, an overall poor quality product, and not building any brand presence at all with their customers. That means that somebody who buys once is never going to buy again. And when you look later down the road, 2 to 3 years later, most of these businesses have died. Instead, by building a long-term e-commerce business, you'll be able to exit out for 6, 7, or 8 figures if done correctly. So in this video, I'm going to show you the steps that you can take from turning your dropshipping business into a full-fledged e-commerce brand. That's not only going to allow you to generate results fairly quickly by building customer retention, increasing sales, and your conversion rates, but also carry it on to the future. So later down the line, when you do decide to sell your business, you're going to get a far higher valuation as if you would have done the same with dropshipping. Shipping is one of the major problems dropshippers have. With times varying from anywhere from 14 to 90 days, your customers are simply not going to be happy. Now, one way to get around this is speaking with your supplier directly, either on AliExpress, Alibaba, WhatsApp, or wherever you communicate. Is speaking with your supplier correctly, communicating them that you want to buy in bulk and have the product ready to go. Now, many suppliers and agents use a just-in-time model, meaning that they won't even purchase from the manufacturers until you receive the order. This means there's processing times, customs, and all these other delays, leading to that huge delay in shipping time. So if you can cut out all of this lag in between, you're going to be able to deliver your products in a much faster period of time. And now, if you scaled your brand above $5,000 or $10,000 a month, you should have that direct communication with an agent or supplier. Now, many of you will be answering your emails, going back and forth with different customer complaints, or possibly you're thinking of hiring a VA. The fact is, your supplier can do this service for you. Simply, all you have to do is go ahead and ask. Now, of course, the supplier or the supplier's virtual assistant is going to need scripts in place to communicate back and forth, but as long as you start increasing your order volume, they're going to be able to offer more and more services to you as you further expand. I've spent just over a year perfecting my VA script to make sure that my customers are all happy and there's a consistent level of service throughout my different stores. So what I've gone and done is left my VA template down below in the description. Simply all you have to do is go ahead and make a copy and then send it out to your supplier or your virtual assistant who you can find on Fiverr, Upwork, or Philippines Jobs. Now, as a rough ballpark, if you're not using your supplier service for this, you'll be paying anywhere from $350 to $600 a month for a part-time role. One of the main common misconceptions when launching an e-commerce brand and further expanding is that once you want to start private labeling your products, getting custom branding, and really building a proper brand, you're going to have to bring inventory into the US and start holding it in a 3PL warehouse. Not only is there going to be a long period of time testing out different samples, products, and branding already in place, but then you're going to have to go ahead and hire a freight forwarder, have somebody manage your shipping and logistics, and just of private labeling your products, it's going to take a team of 2 or 3 people part-time. But there's a simple way around it that I've been doing for quite a few years now. Firstly, you could use a service like Yaki, and what they allow you to do is go ahead and private label however you like your products to be, and then go ahead and dropship from there. Yes, there is going to be a small waiting time in this process. However, you can go ahead and buy orders in bulk and then just have it ready to go to be shipped. It still allows you to have the hands-off approach, but just requires capital up front. Now, because of this, your product cost may be increased, but you should be thinking in the mindset of building a brand for the long term and not dealing with these short-term actions to make a slightly higher margin as of right now. One common practice which I do is put myself in the customer's shoes. If I receive a product with Alibaba labeled all over it, different bits of the product box fall into pieces, and then when I actually go ahead and receive the product, the package is all damaged slightly and the product itself is okay. For me, that would be a 3-star experience. Would I be likely to refer it to a friend? Most likely not. Would I be likely to go back and buy again, purchase an upsell? Most likely not. However, if I received a fantastic package, which is well put together, the brand is clearly built, and there's a handwritten message inside with a piece of candy or something similar, I'm far more likely to go ahead and refer that same brand to a friend, go back again and buy an upsell, or start sharing the product via social media on affiliates. Now, finally, are post-sale upsells. Now, many large e-commerce businesses, such as Amazon as a prime example, go ahead and offer post-sale upsells. Now, what are they? They're products that can link with your product or digital subscriptions after you've purchased a product. Now, many smaller e-commerce businesses simply just see your upsell checkout and that's it. From there, there's no real communication with the customer again, possibly a generic email sequence, but that would be it. Instead, what you can go and do is go to Zapier.com and set up an email automation with Zapier to go and offer an upsell to your customer post-purchase. You can do this a few days after they receive the product. Ask simply for a review or some sort of line of communication to build that trust between themselves and yourself. Now, if you're not sure of what upsell to offer, whether it's additional cleaning parts to the product, a new blade for your UFO drone, or simply if you're not sure, offer extended digital warranty on a very small per month basis, which is going to generate MRR for your brand, monthly recurring revenue, and is a real driver on increases of valuations for an e-commerce business. Additionally to this, you can get your supplier to go ahead and add products to your store, which relate to your upsell simply by going to settings in Shopify, heading to users and permissions, and then adding their email on the products and orders tab. Now, whether you're a small e-commerce business right now or a much larger one, these changes can really be applied to your business at any stage along that process. Not only are they going to keep your customers happy, increase customer conversion rate, and your return rate as well, but allow you to build a long-term business which has exit potential later down the road. Now, with that being said, that wraps up today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.